Hello and welcome to this month's Fresh Ground. So we'll start with our welcome song. Now, although we can't meet in person, we can still do our welcome song. I'm just going to sing for everyone. Welcome everyone to Fresh Ground. Welcome everyone to Fresh Ground. Welcome everyone to Fresh Ground. You are welcome in the name of the Lord. Welcome everyone to Fresh Ground. Welcome everyone to Fresh Ground. Welcome everyone to Fresh Ground. You are welcome in the name of the Lord. In my head and in my heart and all around me, Jesus is here. So we need to say sorry for the things that we've done that we shouldn't have done. Let's put our hands on our heads. I wonder if there's anything that you've thought this week that you wish you hadn't thought. And our little song goes, for the things I have thought that I not have thought, I'm sorry, I need a new start. Now, put your hands on your mouth. I wonder if there's anything you've said this week that you wish we hadn't said. For the things I have said that I should not have said, I'm sorry, I need a new start. Now, cross your hands across your chest. I wonder if there's anything you've done this week that you wish we hadn't done. For the things we have done that we should not have done, I'm sorry, I need a new start. So before our story today, we need to sing a praise to God. It goes like this. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Halle, halle, hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. So, to tell our story this week, we need to learn a song. Now we need to sit down and we need to pretend to row a boat. So can we row? Let me see you rowing a boat. Yeah? So the first line goes, row, row, row your boat. Can we do that? Row, row, row your boat. The next line goes, back in Galilee. Back in Galilee. Throw the net in, pull it out. Throw the net in, pull it out. What can we see? What can we see? Have we got that? Should we try it all together? Row, row, row your boat back in Galilee. Throw the net, then pull it out. What can we see? Now we're ready to tell the story. So Jesus has burst from the dark cave. Jesus is alive. Now, some of Jesus's friends, the disciples, have seen Jesus, but they didn't understand. What does it mean that Jesus is alive? Jesus isn't with his friends every day anymore. Now, they have nothing to do. Now, can you show me what you look like when you have nothing to do? The disciples had nothing to do. Now, before Peter met Jesus, he was a fisherman. So what do you think Peter decided to do? Now, Peter said, come on, let's go fishing. So Jesus's friends went back home to Galilee. They got in their boat and they fished all night. So let's row our boat and sing our song. Row, row, row your boat back in Galilee. Throw the net in, pull it out. What can we see? Let's have a look. What's in the net? What have we caught? Nothing. I wonder how Peter and the disciples are feeling now. Could you show me how you think they'd feel? We're ready to row again. Row, row, row the boat back to Galilee. Throw the net in, pull it out. What can we see? What can we see now? What's in the net? What have they caught? Nothing. Oh no. Have we forgotten how to fish? I wonder how Peter and the disciples are feeling now. Can you show me? Yeah. Are we ready again? Row, row, row the boat back in Galilee. Throw the net in, pull it out. What can we see? Have a look. What's in there? What can you see in the net? Nothing. We really have forgotten how to fish. We can't do anything without Jesus. Now I wonder how Peter and the disciples are feeling now. Can you show me? Row, row, row the boat back in Galilee. Wait, look, what's that? A stranger was standing far away on the beach. The stranger said, "Have you caught anything?" The disciples said, "Well, what do you think the disciples said?" The disciples said, "No." "Then throw your net on the other side of the boat. There's fish there." Now, the stranger didn't really look like a fisherman. He doesn't look like he'd know anything about fishing. But the disciples were so sad and fed up, they shrugged their shoulders. We might as well try. So they tried again. Are we ready? Oh, row, row, row your boat back in Galilee. Throw the net in, pull it out. What can you see? What can you see in those nets? What have we caught? Still nothing. No, not nothing. Oh, my goodness, the net's too heavy to pull in. It's bursting with fish. How is it not breaking? Then one of the disciples said, "I know who the stranger is." Who do you think it was? It's Jesus. And do you know what Peter did? He jumped straight into the water and swam as fast as he could. Faster, faster, faster. And the other friends rowed their boat as fast as they could to the shore. Oh, we need to pull those nets in. Pull those nets in. They're really, really heavy. Now, do you know what Jesus said to them? Jesus said, "Come and have some breakfast." So they did. Now let's build a fire. Can we build a fire? Let's build a fire. We need to strike our match. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. And they lit their fire and they cooked the fish together. Nom, 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 nom. And they ate it. Delicious. So Jesus took the bread. He said, "Thank you to God." Jesus broke the bread. Then he shared it. And then the disciples knew absolutely that this was the risen Jesus. So we're going to say some prayers now, but in true Fresh Ground style, we're going to sing them. For the world and all the people, hear our prayer. For Christians in all places, hear our prayer. For the place that we live in, hear our prayer. Lord Jesus, hear our prayer. For the sick and the lonely, hear our prayer. For our friends and our family, hear our prayer. For me and my life, hear our prayer. Lord Jesus, hear our prayer. So now we're going to share the peace. Now, usually we'd be all together with our peace cloth, but we can sing the song anyway. It goes, "Peace is flowing like a river, flowing out through you and me, spreading out into the desert, setting all the captives free. So the peace of the Lord be always with you and also with you. Peace, everybody. Our time together is coming to an end. God has lit a little light of love inside all of us. Now let's make our finger into a candle and we can be the light. Let's be God and light our little light of love together after 3. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. I'll light my candle. And let's imagine God's love shining and dancing like this within us. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. So we're going to take our candle and we're going to put the love back into our hearts where it belongs. And let's remember to let our little light shine in everything we do today. So we finish and we go, all the people said, Amen. See you next time.